The Road Warriors were one of the most dominant tag teams of all time. Animal, at 6'1" and 310 pounds, was the powerhouse of the duo, while Hawk, at 6'3" and 270 pounds, was the high flyer. But how strong were these two legends, who terrorized the wrestling scene in the 80s and early 90s with their Mad Max-inspired face paint, spiked armor, and tandem move the Doomsday Device? Michael James Hegstrand, also known as Hawk, was a former bouncer at Grandma B's, a place notorious for the toughest guys in the Minneapolis area. He got into pro wrestling by accident when Eddie Sharkey, one of the most legendary wrestling trainers, discovered him while he was working there. With his background in bodybuilding, old training clips of the Road Warriors show Hawk incline pressing 310 pounds and loading up on a heavy bench press. Joseph Michael Laurinaitis, Animal, came from powerlifting and, like his partner, transitioned into pro wrestling with the help of Eddie. According to Animal, he was in the gym incline pressing 315 pounds for reps when he felt a huge slap on his chest. That was the first time he met Hawk. Other feats of strength from Animal include overhead pressing Killer Khan, a 6'5", 301-pound monster from Japan, on national TV. This was such a huge shock for the Japanese audience that it catapulted the Road Warriors into wrestling stardom. While purely anecdotal, Animal has said in interviews that he squatted 765 pounds for a triple, had a bench press 1-rep max of 610 pounds, and deadlifted 740 pounds. Another impressive accomplishment was a 405-pound seated behind-the-neck overhead press, a lift which was also popular with his friend Nikita Koloff. Again, while most of those lifts are purely anecdotal, most of them don't sound too far off, considering Animal's impressive body weight of 140 kilos, mixed with the heavy use of steroids, good genetics, and a crazy work ethic. His son James Laurinaitis played as a linebacker for the St. Louis Rams and New Orleans Saints of the National Football League. But there is one man we have to mention when talking about the Road Warriors, someone who should get a lot more credit: their manager, Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering is best known today as the former manager of the Road Warriors and the current manager of the Authors of Pain. But back in the day, he was also an accomplished wrestler and powerlifter. Ellering was forced to retire due to a knee injury he suffered during a match with Robert Gibson. In the 1980s and early 1990s, it was common for wrestlers to combine powerlifting with a little bit of bodybuilding. Ellering was no exception, and he could bench, deadlift, and squat some serious weight. He was also no stranger to heavy chin-ups and dips. He eventually placed fourth in powerlifting in the 220-pound class with a total of 1,752 pounds. Ellering's younger daughter, Rachel, followed in her father's footsteps. After retiring from professional wrestling, Ellering began participating in sled dog races, where he placed 54th in 2000. If you have any suggestions for other wrestlers I should cover, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel out.